It's Saturday. What are we doing uploading on a Saturday, Dylan?
I'll tell you why, because we're freaking idiots.
When it all falls down.
Yeah.
I'm telling you all.
Yeah.
When it all falls down.
Yeah.
When it all falls down.
Man, I promise. She's so self-conscious. She has no idea what she's doing in college. The major that she majored in don't make no money, but she won't drop out. Her parents will look at her funny. Nah, tell me that ain't insecure. The concept of school seems so secure. Sophomore 3 years, ain't picked a career. She like, what's up, Zach?
We're very white. We're going to stick to podcasting instead of rapping. That seems like the white guy thing to do.
Yeah, my name is Dylan. That guy's Zach.
Yeah. I got a haircut, by the way. The flow's gone. We're gonna have to change the logo, but
but I'm getting mine out, so don't worry. I'm growing mine out.
Okay.
Oh, I finished watching Genius last night.
Genius?
Yeah, since it's probably going to be taken off of Netflix soon.
I have no idea what that is.
The Kanye documentary.
Genius. Okay.
Yeah, Genius. Yeah,
okay.
sorry,
Okay.
I said it wrong.
I think we've talked about that documentary
we
before.
have, yeah. And
because like whenever he talks about it, like the dude who's recording, he's like, now Kanye.
And
like
Kanye. And Kanye had it out since the beginning. Yeah, I love that dude.
He's like if Forrest Gump was like narrating the life of Kanye.
Yeah, and his name is like
Janae
Cootie.
Cootie?
Yeah, that's the narrator's name.
I don't think I watched all of it. I think I just like watched some of the.
Yeah, well, you better watch it before Netflix strips him of his deal.
Yeah, Kanye's not doing so hot. We're usually big Kanye supporters, but maybe
this week we're taking a week off.
Yeah,
we're taking a week off.
If he drops another banger album, maybe maybe we'll swing back around. But for right now, 30% off is not affiliated with Kanye West.
Yeah, at the moment we're taking just a little hiatus, but we might be back. Hey, so I got some questions for you, bro.
Okay.
I need you to be honest with me.
Okay.
First of all, look at me. Am I balding?
Are you what?
Balding.
Are you balding?
Yeah.
Push the hairline back. No, all the way. Oh, I don't know.
Gosh,
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, there are people out there that have it worse. I can kind of sense a little bit of pushback right here. Eventually, I'm gonna guess age 45. That's gonna be pushed back to here. Now, tell me, am I balding?
No, and I hate you for that.
There's not a guy in my family that's bald.
Really?
Yeah. Perfect.
Lucky you, dude.
Perfect hair genes.
Somebody told me that a couple days ago that I looked like I was balding, and then they were like, "Oh, I was just kidding," because I started crying, basically in front of them. And I was like, "No, you're not.
You're not like balding. I mean, I can like, if I were to guess, like eventually, yeah, you'll probably will be bald, but
yeah." And then I'm just gonna shave my head and probably go into hiding. Or I mean, I think I'm not gonna be one of those guys that tries to stick it out. I'm just gonna buzz cut it.
Yeah.
Just consistent.
That's what a lot of people. I mean, there are some guys where their hair is literally like it'll go from like right here and go all the way around and then like come back up. I'm like, dog, just shave it.
Yeah,
just like get rid of it.
You got the D Phil going on, the Dr. Phil.
There was a guy. So
Uncle Phil.
So I work with a company that we go and we like set monuments and stuff like that and graveyards, and so usually like the family will come out there while we're setting the stone, and like we're like digging holes and carrying big rocks and stuff like that, and the family's like already sensitive, so it's just a tense situation all around.
Yeah.
And one of the guys I was working for tried to make it like a lighthearted situation because this guy was like shiny bald head, like no hair, like he waxed it this morning.
Yeah.
And he looks at the guy, he goes, "I like your haircut," or something like that. And then the guy said, "Well, I can't remember what he said, but it's like some kind of disease where your hair like gets really patchy or something like that." So he's like, "So I have to shave
or something?"
Yeah, that's what it is. He goes, "I have like alopecia or whatever." So and he's like, "Oh, my bad.
I like your disease."
And that was really awkward. But anyways,
yeah, I can't even imagine, dude. The awkward situations are the worst, dude.
Is that what happened to Will Smith's wife?
Yeah, well, like she had alopecia, but it was like I think it was like well known though.
Yeah.
And Chris
then,
Rock still just said like G.I. Jane or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wasn't it like self-diagnosed, like alopecia or something like that? Like
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure there was like controversy. Will Smith, don't come and beat us up for this, but
I didn't even know they had that, to be honest, self-diagnosed.
Yeah, you can self-diagnose anything.
I didn't know they had that, bro. I got another question for you, dude.
Hit me with
I
all.
need you to be honest.
Anything
Okay.
you got.
Do you floss regularly?
No.
Okay.
No.
When's the last time that you flossed?
Whenever the last time I was at the dentist, they flossed for me.
which was when?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It was probably a couple years ago. I haven't been.
Couple years.
Yeah, it was probably a couple
years,
Couple
dude.
years. It was.
Dude, you need to go get a freaking checkup, dude.
I do need to get my wisdom teeth out. That's pretty recent. So I'm gonna schedule something for that. But
I done got them boys cut out. I got all 4 of them cut out at the same time. And I went live on Instagram after that too, for the only time ever. And I was just like singing them to people.
I think whenever I get home and I'm like high as a kite, we really need to record an episode.
Oh, yes, dude. I wish I had a podcast on that day, dude. That was amazing.
Like, you should come out with me and like we have like a mic and you're like sitting in the waiting room, be like, all right, Zach, here we are, 30% off. You got anything to say to the people?
And then do like a post interview. That'd be amazing, dude.
Post game interview.
Yeah.
All right, Zach is coming off.
Post-surgery.
Zach is coming off anesthesia. Zach, anything you'd like to say to the people?
Dude, that'd be amazing. We might need to pull something together for that.
Dylan struggles with his words.
Yeah, sorry. That reminds me. How long is it? Do you go to the doctor regularly, like every year?
No.
I haven't been to the doctor since I was 17.
I don't even have like a family doctor. Like having a family doctor.
Oh, I don't right now.
I will say this in confidence: having a family doctor is for rich people. Absolutely. I'm an urgent care guy all around.
Oh no, I mean I don't agree with that.
Where do you go? Like if you're sick?
Well, if I'm sick right now, I've not been sick as 18 plus, so I don't know. I have no idea. I'll probably just go to CVS and ask around, ask what I should do. But
so you're kind of like me outside of like sinus infections and stuff like that. Like I get sinus infections pretty much like a couple times a year.
Yeah.
But as far as just like being legit like sick, having a stomach bug, it's probably been like,
oh dude, I've not had a real illness in probably ages, probably 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I was probably like, I think the last time I got sick outside of like sinuses stuff,
Yeah.
it was probably like sophomore year, freshman year, something like that. Like I don't get sick ever, which doesn't make sense because like I don't wash my hands after I use the bathroom.
Yeah, or floss your freaking teeth. Wait, what did you just say about a second ago? Hold on, run that back, dude. What did you say?
If
You don't wash your hands?
I wash my hands if I'm out in public. If I'm here at my house, no chance.
That
Number
because
2, yes.
You've handed me a lot of things, so I'm kind of concerned.
Number 2, yes, but like number 1, no way.
The only time I don't is if it's the middle of the night and I had to get up and I was like.
So you're gonna tell me if you're like home alone and you like go to pee, you're like washing your hands after?
I wash my hands and dry them, yeah. With soap.
Oh, I don't even remember the last time I bought soap.
Oh, I thought you were saying the last time I washed my hands. I was like, dude, okay, now that's a little bit different.
I did wash my hands this morning. I think I was like cleaning something up or something. I don't know. I spilled something.
But I haven't been to the doctor since I was 17. But I've never been to an adult doctor. I went to a pediatrician all the way until they kicked me out. That's why I don't go anymore. I love the kids' doctor. And I still go to a kids' dentist too.
So Kylie, my fiance, like her whole family is like healthcare professionals and stuff like that. And they're also like all notoriously like have something going on, and so they're always like at the doctor. She has like one of those families, and so now she's like setting me up with like her family doctor, and like I had to fill out this like stack of papers the other night. They're actually in there, and it's like asking these random questions like, when was your last menstrual cycle? And I'm like, bro, I don't even know.
I don't remember, right?
But I've got an appointment, and I guess that's going to be like my primary care physician. I literally, since I was like a child and there was a doctor's office I used to go to, like I haven't been to something like that.
Yeah.
But hopefully they'll give me some ADHD medicine so I can read a freaking book.
Yeah. The last time I wrote Or but like how if you get like medicine or something, you have to say like who is your primary care physician.
Yeah.
I still write just my pediatrician because I don't know who to go to.
I write urgent care. Like that's what I write.
No way, dude.
I swear the urgent care clinic. That's like my primary care physician.
He can't afford the medicine.
Like, well, just I don't know, just Tylenol. Give that guy Tylenol.
Yeah, send him home. Send him home. Yeah, give him a prescription for homemade Tylenol. Hey, I got another question, bro. When's the last time you washed your sheets?
Wash my sheets.
Mm-hmm.
That is one thing. I'm a clean guy in some aspects, but apparently not in others. But when it comes to my sheets in my bed, I'm a very clean guy. I clean my sheets weekly. If my sheets have any kind of dirt, anything on them, I'm stripping them off, shaking them out. If my sheets like come off the corner, like I am a real stickler about my sheets. That's like one of my big things. So, weekly.
Okay. Let's just move on.
Dylan, when's the last time you washed your sheets?
You want me to be honest right now?
I would respect honesty, yes.
Okay, so yeah, man. As you know, I have 2 sets of sheets.
2 sets.
One at home and one at school. One at home and one at school.
Yep.
At home, probably about July.
No,
I'm gonna be honest.
July.
Probably about July.
No. But like, how often are you at home though?
Once or twice a week, and maybe 3 times.
See, that's still like, that's a while.
It is, and I can feel that they're dirty when I lay in them, but I just don't. I just don't wash them. Okay, and then
I wouldn't sleep. If
what?
I was you, I wouldn't sleep. I wouldn't lay down in my bed. I would just stay up all the time.
I was up to about 4:00 in the morning last night watching pimple popping videos.
What?
Well, not just that,
In
but
your dirty sheets.
no. Okay, no.
But with floss teeth.
No, they weren't pimple popping. They were like dentistry.
Oh, okay.
Where they like clean up teeth.
I don't watch
Still
that.
disgusting.
I don't watch that.
But no, yeah, it's. I don't know why I did. I just decided to watch it for like 2 hours straight last night. But anyway, anyways, and then at school, how long have I been at school? About 8 weeks.
No,
not washed them once.
Oh my god.
Oh, and when I got them straight out of the package onto the bed.
You didn't wash them before?
They've never been washed.
Ooh.
Not one time in my life have those sheets been washed.
So do you have? So is there like a laundry place like on campus, or do you just have to take?
Oh yeah,
it's
home? It's one floor. It's like right down the hallway, down the stairs from me.
So you could just like you'd walk 50 feet and you. Could wash
any
your
day of the
sheets.
week, yeah, I could wash them.
No,
it takes too much effort.
I couldn't imagine like sharing like a washer and dryer with like a bunch of people, because it's like I literally throw my clothes in the washer and I like forget about them for a day, and then I'm like, oh, I forgot to wash this. Like
yeah.
Could you imagine just like sharing a laundromat or something like that?
I do that at home. It's actually, I mean, it's pretty horrible. I've never washed my clothes at school though. I always just bring them home.
Yeah, I mean that's 100% what I would do. But I would also wash my sheets.
Well, because the 2 times that I went in there to try to wash my clothes, they were just there were lines of baskets waiting to use the washer, and I was like, well, I'm not going to get in here for like 3 days, so I'll just give up.
That would be terrible if you're like, because a lot of people, I mean, you're lucky enough to go to a college that's like 30 minutes from your house, but there's a lot of people like I actually went and visited that school earlier in the year, and there was a dude, my tour guide was literally like from London. I'm like you stay here all the time. Like on the breaks, like you got to fly home. Like that's a fat ticket to fly home. So I'm like, imagine being that guy. Like you don't have clean clothes. You go in there, there's a line. Guess you're just re-wearing something.
Yeah, well, yeah, there are a lot of like foreign exchange students there. Yeah. I think that's, I don't know.
I don't think it's foreign exchange.
I guess not exchange. I guess not exchange, but there's a lot of
students.
Yeah, foreign students. Yeah, there's a lot. So they just like stay here like 24/7. They just live at school.
That's weird.
Which honestly, I don't know if I could handle that because I would get too bored. Do you wash under your nails whenever you take a shower?
Wash under my nails?
Yeah, people say to wash under your nails.
I've never heard anyone say.
I've not done that in like 10 years.
You wash under your nails when you wash your hands, not in the shower.
Oh wait, really? Wait, do you wash under your nails when you wash your hands? Well, actually, you don't wash your hands. So.
Depends on the situation. Okay.
I doubt that it actually does. Okay, so do you want to get into our segment for this week?
Yeah, our segment for this week is going to be the classic game. I'm taking you guys back to the 3rd grade Two
Take a guess.
truths.
Take a guess. Okay.
Okay.
Take a guess. Two truths and a lie.
Two truths and a lie.
You were right.
Fantastic, guys. Okay, Dylan, would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
I'll go first. Look, bro, when I was about 5, 4, 5, I had about 20 cats. And that's my first statement. And my second statement is that when I was little, I used to just order bowls of lemons at like Cracker Barrel and just eat that instead of eating a meal.
Oh.
Or, I mean, not always instead of eating. Like, I would order food too. But a lot of times I would attempt to fill up on lemons. Like, I would just ask them for bowls of lemons and I would eat them. And then number 3, I fractured my left ankle playing soccer in the 6th grade of grade school.
Okay, I'm going to go lemon 1 is true. Because I didn't do the same thing, but I would occasionally get some lemons and just gnaw on them. And like my mouth would just like fall apart from the acid. I don't know why I would do that, but I did. The cats one, about 20 cats. That seems like a lot of cats. Were they yours, or do they just like hang around your property occasionally?
Well, they started hanging out, and then they became mine.
Okay. I'm gonna go that one.
But they were indoor and outdoor, so they would come inside. So I would say they're mine.
Ooh. Well, cats usually, once you have like 1 or 2 and they start breeding, then you got like 40, 50 cats. So that sounds reasonable. So I'm going to go the lie is that you broke your ankle in the 6th grade.
First of all, I said fractured my ankle in the 6th grade. And that is a lie. Yeah, I did make that up. I couldn't think of anything else. But I did play soccer in the 6th grade. So it's pretty much a half truth. It's almost true.
Okay. My truths and lies. Okay. Truth. Truth. Hang on, I gotta find it. Where'd I put it? There it is. Okay. I have physically thrown up at the smell of dog food before. Hate the smell of dog food. It physically made me throw up one time. I once was bitten by a baby shark while fishing off of a dock in the ocean. And I once wore a pair of sunglasses for years that I found in a gas station bathroom.
Wait, what was number 1 again?
I have physically thrown up before at the smell of dog food.
Thrown up at the smell of dog food. Okay, these all sound like very you things, I'm going to be honest. And the shark, like, that's not very believable, but the fact that you came up with that is kind of like, how would you just think of that randomly?
It was a baby shark.
A baby okay.
So
I didn't ask.
So they're like a foot long.
Okay. What kind of damage did it do? Where did it bite you at?
I mean, it was just like on my arm. It wasn't like a major bite or anything. It was just kind of like he got like 1 or 2 teeth in, and I was like, ah, and then threw him in.
Okay, so that's the lie.
Is that your final guess?
That's my final answer.
That is a lie.
Yeah, I knew it.
I went on vacation when I was younger, and we were fishing off of this dock, and I wasn't very good at fishing, so I would just like drop my bait straight down, and you could catch sharks because that's where people would throw like the scraps and everything.
Yeah.
And one of them almost did bite me. Did not actually bite me because it was like my first time reeling it in. And those sharks, I mean, they're like a foot long, like when they're like babies. And first of all, if you've ever like held a shark in your hands, it's literally like one big muscle. Like it's insane.
Really?
And I was like holding it, and I was like trying to throw it back in, and it like snapped back and like tried to bite my arm, and I was like, ah! And then I just like threw it. I once a couple of years ago, it was a while ago. I found this pair of sunglasses, and they were like that. They were like had like the wood grain on the side. I found them in a gas station bathroom, and I wore those literally up until like a month or 2 ago when they broke.
Yeah, but I felt like I heard you tell me that, and I feel like I've also heard you tell me about how much you hate the smell of dog food.
I cannot stand the smell of dog food.
Yeah, so that's how I narrowed it down really, because you've never told me about the shark, and you have told me about the other 2. So, all in all,
I want to show you this
I just
video.
freaking knew what was up, dude.
Okay, so I saw this video the other day, and mockingbirds, right? Mockingbirds are literally insane. Okay, so they can hear the sounds of like other birds and stuff like that, and they can copy other birds. But did you also know they can just like hear noises in general around them and then copy those?
No.
Does that by copying the songs of all the other birds he hears around him. Even the originals of at least 20.
Let's see if I can find it.
That was a camera shot.
This is the sound of a camera shutter.
And again.
That's a bird.
That's on a camera?
No, that's straight up a bird. This is a car alarm.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Hang on. There's another one in here that's insane. This one.
And now the sounds of foresters and their chainsaws
This is chainsaws.
working nearby.
That's a bird.
When does the bird start? Because that's not a bird. That's a chainsaw.
That's a bird making a chainsaw sound. So I guess they're like, I wonder if they can they talk too? Like, you know how like parrots can like copy, or are they just like miniature parrots?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, if you want to look that up real quick. Hey, one thing I do have a question about though is like, I mean, I don't know, just a wondering thing is that whenever they do like those nature docs and they have cameras in the woods, why do the animals always just like, wouldn't a camera like freak an animal out in the wild?
I mean, I guess it depends. I would say they're probably camouflage because, like, if you were lying and you were right there, and I had like a big old camera and I was like right in your face, like
a big over the shoulder wide angle,
just like right at your face, and then like
You
the
probably eat
narrator's like right next to it, whispering like, "And there he is, the biggest beast in the wilderness.
I think he's about to eat
He's
us.
looking at us.
I think he's about to eat.
He's smelling my toes. He's going for the dogs."
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, I do think it's weird how they're like, it's like people in general, like we tend to like root for like the smaller animal or whatever.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a nature documentary. Like if I see something die, like that's really sad. If I see something attack something else, unless I'm watching like a nature documentary about like this pride of lions or something like that, and they go and like eat a zebra alive, I'm like, yeah, good, you got it. Like it's so like true. Like it's like watching an NFL game. I'm like, you got it, you chase it down, you got it.
Yeah. Bite his ear off.
I hate watching college football with my family.
Yeah.
Because they'll all be like sitting around. A couple years ago, like a bunch of us used to go to my uncle's house, and he has like a massive TV, and we used to watch like the Tennessee football games, and we would literally sit down there, and then like a player would be like running or something like that. They'd be like, "Yeah, get him!" Like they would start off with stuff like that, and then as the game like started going along, and as like more and more alcohol was consumed, eventually we would get to the point where they'd be like, "Break his legs, snap his spine." I'm like, jeez, like. Kill his whole family.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, what?
Burn his house down, bro.
Burn his crops and steal his horses.
Burn his crops.
Soil his quilts.
Flash his tires.
It's like, dog, he's literally, like, that kid is like, he's in college for accounting. Like, chill. Like, he's got class on Monday
Put
morning.
pesticides in his Fanta, bro.
He's got to go to like philosophy 101 on Monday. Like, let's chill out right now.
Yeah, relax, dude.
That is weird to think of. Like,
oh, I was about to say that.
What?
About the age of college football players?
Yeah, like the age of college football. Like, they're like celebrities. Like Hendon Hooker right now. He's like the Tennessee quarterback, and he's like a massive deal. Like, people are comparing him to like Peyton Manning. Like, this kid's like, he's on track to like get the Heisman. If you don't really know sports talk, that basically means like he's like one of the greatest like college football players currently playing. And it's like you could just like have a class with that kid. Like, he could literally be like sitting next to you in chemistry 200 or something like that, and you're just like, "Hey man, you got the homework from last night?" He's like, "Nah, I was actually playing this weekend, so you know, like you give me the homework."
So, like, yeah, I'll get it done.
Like literally on the sidelines, like texting his group chat, be like, "Hey, anybody got the homework? I'm busy right now." Like, it's like, they're literally celebrities. Like people are paying $60 to have a T-shirt like with their name on the back of it or something like that. And it's like,
Oh yeah.
they're still paying tuition. They're eating Chipotle every day.
Oh, you think Hendon Hooker's paying tuition? Dude?
He's not paying attention. No chance he's paying tuition.
Oh, I mean, some of those guys, like the really good players, dude, they're getting with the new like NIL rules, they're getting millions right now. Just
Really?
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't know they've actually like changed it. I know they
It started this year. See, last year it was still was like you weren't technically allowed to like pay players, even though schools, I mean, would.
Oh yeah,
You know,
100%.
but this season they like opened it up to where it's like completely legal. I mean, there's like limits of what you can do, but kids are literally getting like millions of dollars of like, which is insane. Like now it went from like everybody was, you know, like all athletes, they were all broke college students. They were still famous, but they were like broke college students, and people would, you know, give them stuff, but they weren't like rich. And now you walk into class and he's like a famous millionaire, but he's also just your age and trying to be an accountant.
That's crazy. That like there was college kids who were like famous. Everyone knew their name. Like they were being talked about on ESPN, and they're like trying to like scrummage up enough money to like go get Taco Bell for dinner.
Yeah.
I think it's but you're right. Like if you're a good enough player, like they 100% pay you under the table. Like that's what happened. Like with Tennessee's last coach, he was like giving people bags of money.
Yeah.
Like we have a player. He came from this area, and he's actually like in the NFL right now. Like it was like a massive deal. Like he was fantastic, but like he grew up in like the projects, like not a great area. And then all of a sudden, he goes and he plays to this big school. His mom's moving to the nice neighborhood. What happened? Like, she must have got a raise.
Yeah, must have got a good freaking raise, dude. That's what they
Here's
do.
the thing here's what's controversial right now is in the NFL. I think you've probably heard about this. So like Devontae Adams, I think it was, like he was walking off of the field after a loss, and this dude like gets in his face. He's like a cameraman or something like that. He's like, he like his team won, so he's like jumping up and down, screaming or whatever, and he like gets close to Devontae Adams, and Devontae Adams literally just like shoves him.
Yeah, no, I seen that, and it wasn't actually like that. He was like getting up in his face. He was walking. So, like, Devontae Adams was walking into the tunnel, and the dude was walking across the tunnel, but he's a cameraman, so he was facing him, but he was walking across the aisle, so he was, like, scooting away from him, and he just walked up.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, it didn't look like it was that hard of a shove, but I assume probably, like, if a professional athlete who's, like, 6'7" pushes you and you're, like, 5'9", like, you probably would go flying. It's like this dude, like, flew back and everything like that.
Yeah, 6'5" guy that eats nails and lifts 1,000 pounds.
And he wants
breakfast.
to like press charges and everything now. I'm like, I wonder like where do you draw the line? Okay, like I get it. He wasn't like a football player. Like, could you press charges? Like, do you think that's like reasonable?
Wait, what?
Like the dude, like the cameraman, like is talking about like pressing charges on, if he hasn't already. I don't know. I haven't kept up with it, but it's like, do you think that's reasonable? Since like, do you think there is like a level of a risk? Like take so Myles Garrett we're getting into like more sports right now, but Myles Garrett. So he got mad and he got into like a fight, and he's like a really good defensive
lineman.
Defensive lineman.
Yeah.
Is he lineman? Okay. So he's like an incredible player, and he got really mad, and so he literally takes off his helmet, and he's like on the field or whatever, like trying to like yell at this guy, and then all of a sudden he like swings his helmet around and like cracks this dude in the side of the head. This was like a couple years ago.
Yeah, well, no, it was actually he hit the guy in the head with his own helmet. He hit Mason Rudolph in the head with.
That's
his
what
own
I'm saying.
helmet.
Like he took off his own helmet, and he gets
No. It was Mason Rudolph's helmet.
Was it?
Yeah, he hit him like bare skull with his own helmet. Yeah.
And so it's like, and so they were talking about like pressing charges then. So do you think it's like I get it, like that you 100% could like crack somebody's face open with like their own helmet? Like that seems disrespectful in and of itself. But like,
I mean, for the cameraman dude though, I know what he's thinking about. But he's thinking about that payday,
he's
bro.
about to get a fat
check.
and
he don't even have to press charges. Really, all he probably has to do is threaten it, and Devontae Adams probably hand him, a good amount. I mean, I don't know.
He ain't holding the camera.
I don't know how rich he is, but
he's got someone holding the camera for him now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how rich Devontae Adams is, but he's probably got he's probably got $1 million or $2 to give away easily,
100%.
and it would bother him,
It's in
you
the
know.
back
So,
pocket.
oh yeah. So I mean, yeah, you know, that's not. I mean, you know, it's whatever.
Happens.
Yeah, I mean, it happens every once in a while. I don't blame the guy for trying to
Happens
press
the best
charges,
of
though. Yeah, I don't blame him. So I have one more thing to ask you about, or I mean to talk to you about, to bring up before we head out of here,
Yeah.
and that is like, you remember those slides in first grade?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the slide in first grade that was just pure metal.
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it was just like
Stainless steel.
yeah, stainless steel, sat in the sun, in the 80-degree sun all day long, and we would just go ride it in shorts and destroy our, like, rip every bit of skin off our legs every day.
Yeah,
dude.
I don't know, like who thought it was a good idea to put like a full metal slide out, just like straight up on the playground, sitting in like the 90-degree heat. I really don't know who thought that was a good idea. Like you could literally go out like during recess and like cook an egg on that bad boy, like right on the end of it.
Oh yeah, dude.
I don't.
Oh,
I don't
and apparently those were like super popular, because I see pictures and I'm like, wow, you know, it's like pictures of like, who remembers this slide from elementary school?
Yeah,
and every time I see those, I'm like, did we all just live the same life? Does everybody have the same exact life?
But it's all the time. It's like our parents' generation. They're like, you know, kids these days, they don't know what it was like. I'm like, yeah, like it's still there. I don't know how OSHA hasn't taken it out, but it's still there. Like,
yeah, I passed the school yesterday and it was still sitting out there.
like no, like it's still there. Like there was a kid who's, you know, frying some scrambled eggs on the end of it. Like I saw him. Like it's
Yeah, dude.
100% there.
I seen Gordon Ramsay out there cooking up a steak for the teachers,
He's
bro.
got all like the 7th graders around, like all like the 3rd grade. Well, it's elementary, like all the 3rd graders around. He goes, all right, the easy egg. So you're gonna crack it right on the end. I said over easy.
Gordon be going in, dude.
I said it over easy, you donut. Like
Flip it, you idiot!
throws a kid over the fence. Ah!
That's what happens when you don't pay attention.
There's a Gordon Ramsay show. So he has a bunch of different shows, but there's one where he like works with like little kids, and it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
these kids will mess up, and he'd be
Top
like,
Chef Junior or something?
yeah, he'd be like, it's okay, everyone messes up. So I'm like, bro, like I'm watching Gordon Ramsay for him to yell at some little kids. Like I want him to
Yeah,
start like
dude.
smacking little 9-year-old Melissa around, be like, no.
Yeah, nobody wants to see me. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to say Melissa. Maybe David. Maybe
David.
a guy. I'm not going to promote beating women, dude. Come on. But I'll promote beating up a little boy though.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, because like I said before, I believe in beating other people's children if they only a little bit.
Only a little bit.
But Gordon Ramsay, he gets that green light, dude. If Gordon Ramsay's out there, dude, if you're listening, if you ever see my kid acting up, dude, feel free to hit him in the face with a spatula, bro. I don't care.
Gordon Ramsay, if you want to sponsor the pod, or come on the pod, or both.
You can teach us how to cook right here. We'll set up a George Foreman
Yeah.
little griddle.
Yeah.
And you can teach us at least 30% of your recipes.